Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage, and I'm back with more of Let's Play Spintires MudRunner. And join me, very confused about the expansion he is in right now, is...
Gaming Psychologist.
Yeah, this is the newest expansion to Euro Truck, didn't you know?
Yeah. Well, it's all very Russian, so... I mean, Russia's in Europe.
Technically.
Yep. And we're here with part 5, or no, part 4? Part 5. Part 4.
I don't know.
Road trip.
Before long, we're going to have to, keep a scoreboard up or something. So is this the turnoff here for the shortcut route, or is it further up?
No, it's further up.
Okay, I think I see it now. Yeah, it's this, right?
Yeah. Right around there.
But yeah. Oh, and I immediately hit some mud that causes me to go in an odd direction. That's a good start, huh?
Yeah. I'm wondering if my controller batteries are going to die partway through this.
Oh, I recharged before this, so...
Well, I've got more batteries sitting here next to me. But if my controller dies while I'm in the middle of really needing to be precise. What's the parking brake? Spacebar. Okay. Just in case things go wrong, I'm going to slam spacebar. Kind of like how you should slam that like and subscribe button.
Hey! I was waiting for that one.
Just keeping that joke going.
Well, the horse isn't, dog food yet, so...
But it is glue. You know, I have to make it to the fuel truck. I have 66 liters of fuel left to get to where your fuel truck is.
Yeah, I'm okay on fuel. Unless, well, obviously, I'm going to be burning more fuel hauling a lot of logs, but still.
Yeah. I was pretty sure I was going to be fine, but I burnt a lot more fuel going up than I thought I was going to. So we're going to be doing some creative Spider-Manning, I think.
Oh.
To try and conserve fuel.
Throw into first gear. Yeah, the bridge has a nasty tilt on it. Feels like the bridge may be a trap.
It's a trap.
And then you get ejected from Coxcon. Or did you ever hear about that?
No, I did not hear about that.
There was some sort of meme going on about traps, as in male anime characters that look feminine, that try to trick straight characters into fucking them.
Okay.
Or
I've seen something about that before, but I don't remember seeing it in meme form.
Well, there was a joke going around in Jesse Cox's chat, supposedly, for quite a while, asking if traps are gay. And someone asked it during one of their Q&A things, and Total Biscuit blew a gasket. Because he was...
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't realize, because I've heard the story about how he went off on a fan at a convention about something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Or
okay.
One of them, I should say. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like TB, or liked, it feels still odd to say that in the past tense. But,
yeah.
he definitely was not a perfect person. I just realized this trailer is upside down. I'm at your trailer.
Yeah.
All right, and I saw the outline and thought, wait a minute, that's a very odd looking truck. Oh wait, that's a wheel. But yeah, that's what that was all about. Or I'm not sure if it was, or just the fact that, female characters or male characters that look feminine in general. Because that's sort of how Japan likes to get around the whole taboo of homosexuality.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my recording on the other screen, and that looks very, very dark. I hope it's just the screen. I may want to tab out and take a look at that. I'm at a safe spot, are you? In case something happens?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get past some logs on the road without spending too much fuel, but...
Okay, yeah, it's just my my secondary screen's a touch on the dark side. Granted, that's also my much, much older screen, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting nighttime. We may want to just hang out for a bit.
Start working on a secondary objective. Moving another truck over or something. I am dangerously close to running out of fuel. Despite all of my best efforts,
Oh,
I'm just using way more fuel.
Well, you're not too far away from my fuel truck, but, I'm just worried about that wall,
Yeah, I would not want to go up that in the dark.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this nice and slow, and hopefully by the time I get to a dangerous spot, or, you need me to swap over, it'll be somewhat lighter. But it is 21:44 right now. So night has only just begun.
Oh.
I'm just going to take this in low gear, pop off a diff lock and all-wheel drive. Or all-wheel drive, I should say. Diff lock doesn't seem to make that much a difference on fuel burning. And take this nice and sluggish. Oh. Because frankly, that, how much fuel did you have whenever you left?
I filled up. Ow. I just hit my desk with my leg as I was adjusting my seat.
I was hoping that was, not something bad.
It's okay. No, I filled up before I left, and I just got to your fuel truck. I have 11 liters of fuel left.
Alright, so you needed me to swap. Hang on.
Yeah. No rush, though. Whenever you're ready.
No Russian?
No rush.
Alright, this is as good a spot as any. It's nice and somewhat level. Alrighty. Not that fuel truck. Not that one. Ah, that one. Okay, so you want... So you want 7 liters, right?
That won't get me very far.
At least with that attitude, it won't.
Thank you very much.
I have 860 left. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 880.
Wasn't so bad. A little bit of creative winching got me around the corner. And now I'm on an actual road.
It's just lulling you into a false sense of security.
I mean, I'm still going to drive carefully, but I shouldn't have to worry about any more fuel concerns the rest of the way.
And are you going to fly safe?
I'm going to fly safe.
Hello!
I'm going to fly extremely fucking safe. Let's just take it easy there, truck. Don't go so fast. Slow down. Got all these heavy logs pushing me now. So the way back is still somewhat scary.
I'm just waiting for random cursing now. I gotta be perfectly honest.
I've kind of been the guinea pig this whole way through.
Yeah.
I've done all of the crazy, scary trail driving first.
Well, to be fair, this map was my bane and was flipping my trucks like they were pancakes. Oh boy, I'm at the first scary bit. Do I want to do this at night? No, I do not.
You do not want to do this at night, no. Maybe start bringing another truck over for extra logs, or if we need more fuel or repairs or something. Because you've got 6 log points, right? Because you've got 2 short log.
Yeah.
So you could bring another truck over with just short logs on it. And you wouldn't even need a trailer, which would make that less scary. Still scary, but less scary. Alright. Gotta go all-wheel drive for this. Are you sounding an SOS? Well, that's not an SOS, but you're just beeping your horn at me.
Take a look to your left.
My camera doesn't go up high enough. Are you up there?
Yeah.
Oh,
This was the Jeep that flipped.
Yeah, I can't pan my camera up high enough to see that. I saw it when I drove past, though. Sort of, when I was up there.
The alarm's going off.
You know, this is still kind of scary. It's not as scary as the bridge, but a lot of this now is downhill. And where the road wasn't, even though it was, you know, bumpy and uneven before, didn't matter because I was empty. But now I know if I tip over.
So much cussing.
So much swearing.
Now, my problem is that the only C-Class I have available is the one all the way at the lumber mill. So do I just recover that?
I guess you would lose the logs on it.
But honestly,
but
it's so damaged.
Yeah, and that's the truck that doesn't have off-road tires. It's got diff locks, I think, but it doesn't have all-wheel drive. I'm not sure how useful it would be otherwise. I mean, you could get it through, I suppose, but...
Well, my other option is the D588. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an option for short logs on it. It could pull the trailer, but that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because the trailer could still tip over. I have no doubt that that it could pull it wherever it wanted to go. But if the trailer tips over, you're still losing all your logs. All right, this is a pretty steep incline.
How about I just see if I can move this as a secondary fuel? because I don't have anything else to do right now. I am not doing that area without the safety of day. Or I should say the false safety of day.
I mean, at least without the, let's say, without the disadvantage of night.
Without the cloak of darkness. I wonder, can fuel add-ons refuel other fuel add-ons?
They cannot. I've tried.
Oh.
Which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's kind of dumb. Like, maybe you couldn't do, like, the same sort of class or size to the exact same one, but, like, going smaller. Get, like, the big semi-tank could refuel the smaller tanks, and then those could refuel, essentially, the jerry cans that are on some of the trucks.
Fuel trucks all the way down. Yeah, I don't think this truck is worthwhile to do anything with. Its turning radius is way too big.
What, the D class?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not crazy enough to try that.
I am.
And that should say something. What? I'm not quite sure.
I took the E class up there, so I don't. You don't go worry about a thing.
Doctor, heal thyself.
Something like that.
I'm just driving the Jeep further down, and I could have sworn I hit mute on that. Yeah, I did, but weird.
What? What's weird?
Oh, you didn't hear my phone just now?
Did not.
I guess I double tapped record mode on it. Yeah, turned it off and back on, or turned it on and back off, I should say.
Yeah.
Because I use an app to essentially just mute all the sound options on the phone, and it's a one-touch thing on the desktop, the launcher, whatever. And I guess I just hit it once and then hit it again.
Come on, truck. Wade through there like a giant bobbing hippo. So far, so good. We had to winch a little bit, but... I've just got it floored in OnePlus. Dragging my way through here. OnePlus! Oh. We have bogged down.
I saw an interesting YouTube video today. I didn't watch it yet. I put it in my watch later list. Talking about OnePlus man making bad storytelling fun.
OnePlus man? One Punch Man?
I thought I said One Punch.
You know, you said OnePlus.
Well, fine then.
Anyways, about it, what?
Talking about it making bad storytelling fun.
Okay.
It's an interesting concept. But honestly, I think it tells a fairly decent story.
Yeah, I didn't think One Punch Man had bad storytelling.
Once it gets out of its opening arc, I should say. It does seem like it abandoned a fair amount of its story arcs from the very beginning. but for once, it was an anime that does it for a good reason, you know?
Yeah.
Because the big thing was Saitama, feeling like he's losing his humanity.
Because he doesn't feel challenged anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it turns out Genos is what's challenging him, his patience.
Although, I mean, it does bring up a couple of interesting, like, philosophical questions. Like, what if you were basically invincible?
Yeah,
You
the
know, what would that
Superman
do to your
complex.
life?
Only,
Yeah.
told for comedic effect.
Which Superman, in a few of the comics, deals with that. Like, what it's like for him to essentially...
Yeah, was it
always...
the Superman cartoon talking about the world of cardboard?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great moment right there.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel that spun off from the Nerdist called Because Science, where he's done like a whole bunch of like, what if these, like, could we explain these, you know, concepts from fiction in real life? And he had a series, or it's still ongoing. He'll come and he'll do superpowers, and it's like what superpowers would be like in real life. And for super strength,
All the supplementary powers.
yeah, how you have to have so many powers for any one superpower to work. But super strength had tons of problems because it's like if you just even exert the tiniest amount of pressure too much, you'll kill someone just by like patting them on the back and stuff like that.
Well, then
It's
you
really
have
interesting,
super control of your muscles and everything else. I'm gonna park this and then attempt to climb the hill.
I believe in you. If I did it, you can do it. Because I am much less careful. I'm have more of a bull in a china shop mentality most of the time.
I say I'm better in navigating water most of the time.
Yeah, I don't do as good in water as you do. That's a fact.
Granted, I've had issues where there'll be some sort of hidden thing under the water that causes me trouble.
In most of my solo expeditions, water is actually what gets me.
Well, there's a good reason why I spend so much time being careful about water.
You could go that way, but I'm just gonna stick to the road.
Yeah, I gotta try to play this carefully because this opening area, or what was the closing area on the last one, where it has that high side,
Yeah.
is annoying.
Yeah, I just inched my way up there little by little with the winch, keeping myself held on so that I didn't slip off, particularly the trailer. There we go. Yeah, I'm practically using no fuel at all in comparison to what I was.
Oh. Oh, there goes the trailer.
Did you lose it?
Yeah, the dirt fell out from under it. And what's annoying is I think it may have dragged me down too far before I could detach it.
Did you lose the load of logs, or?
I had to cut the trailer loose.
Oh, okay.
The dirt fell out from under the wheels.
Well, on the bright side, the rest of your trip will go faster.
Oh, well, considering the trailer drug my ass off the cliffside, that may not be a blessing.
Ah. Whoa, shit. I'm okay. I had a small accident, but I didn't lose my trailer. I got to going too fast, thinking everything was going to be okay, and I crashed a little.
Well, I'm trying to straighten out a little bit without tipping. Oh, oh. Oh. Yeah, I think the trailer may have done me in here. It's pulled me pretty far over. I'm at, I would say, a 30-degree angle.
I will let you concentrate.
Well, the problem is the road collapsed. So the platform that's at the beginning of this wall is actually, I would say, just above the halfway mark on my wheel. So I may not be able to get past this.
So it slid down?
Yeah.
Basically?
Yeah, I'm going to have to just try to winch up and get enough purchase, but this is probably the end for this load, to be perfectly honest. I may have to try some creative winching. See if I could get a purchase on the backside to pull me over.
Well, these switchbacks look scary at first, but I just got around that one with no problem. Just gotta not let my speed get away from me. Might just keep it in 1+. Decent amount of speed, but I don't think too fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the trailer was really my undoing on this, to be perfectly honest, because the fact that the road collapsed. Come on, come on. Oh, oh, oh. Stay on target. I was able to get the front wheels up. Oh, now the back wheels are having trouble getting purchase. Oh, oh, oh. This is stressful. Okay, I was able to get on the platform at least.
Yay! I knew you could do it.
I'm not off of this area yet, so don't congratulate me just yet, but...
Well, I'm not popping the corks of any champagne, but... Okay, this looks really scary because of how bumpy and uneven the road is. I'm just gonna take it slow.
Oh. Yeah, that'll be interesting to go back and look at the recording to see if that, yeah, was the trailer just slowly sliding off, if the dirt gave up under it, or what. But I'm pretty sure it was the dirt.
Well, with the road now destroyed, or partially destroyed, that's gonna make.
It's going to depend on if it's client side or not.
Good point. We've never actually determined that.
I mean, I was able to eventually get across, which I made it, by the way. But, that's treacherous as hell.
Let's see, this is the really steep incline, right? Yes.
On the plus side, I have logs partway up the mountain just sitting there. If you discount the fact that they're over the hillside.
Come back with a crane and get them.
There's the purpose for the D-class. Winch into something and just Spider-Man down the hill to recover the logs.
I'm driving past trucks of yours scattered all over the place. It's like 3 A classes I've driven past.
Get off of me, tree. I realize you're upset I'm taking your pals, but... Yeah, there's just some really nasty areas here. And no good camera angle to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the little hump past the wall now. And the truck is just sitting at an oddball angle.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I didn't think was going to be any problem at all is actually a little difficult on the way back, just because I've got the trailer. And I know if it tips too far, I'm fucked. I'm just babying it, taking it so slow.
Yeah, welcome to the crawling portion of this series.
Although this is one of the parts I was worried about.
Oh.
All-wheel drive, diff locks. I don't think anything to winch to here.
But yeah, it must look like, yeah, it looks like King scattered his trucks all over the place, huh?
Oh no, that still looks worse than this. Yeah, I've got nothing to winch to.
Yeah, only a couple of mine are upside down, right?
Yeah. Okay, looks scarier than it was. Not that bad.
Well, I'm on that first real bad switchback. And it's mostly just trying to find a camera angle that works.
Yeah. I'm fighting the camera as much as I am the road.
So, have we determined what hurt this map maker?
The jury's still out.
I'm pretty sure it was a snake that they whipped across the mountain to make this road.
It was an abusive grandmother who used to beat him with an extension cord.
And then make them chop logs. I can't chop wood if nobody can bring it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wish I didn't have to ditch my trailer, though.
Alright, this is the last really scary part. That big sort of dip in the road with all the big rocks. That goes around the lake or the pond or whatever. I'm both worried because this road is angled. It might tip me over. And these rocks are really big, and I don't want to get stuck.
All right, come on.
Seems that with a little luck, and I'm through.
And a lot of headlight fluid.
Yeah, little luck, a lot of headlight fluid, some elbow grease. But now I'm on the other side. Obviously, I'm not out of the woods yet, but with careful and judicious driving, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm having to drive looking back at the front of my truck right now. Because that's the only camera angle I can find that actually shows me the front of my truck. Because I just have an odd angle here, plus it's a narrow road, plus there's rocks, plus there's odd ruts.
Yep, some light damage from running over a tree or a rock or something. Nothing too bad, though.
I kind of want to see somebody speed run this.
I don't know how... I mean, I guess if you... Modded or unmodded?
Unmodded.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure you could do it faster than we're doing it, but I can't imagine there's much you can do unless there's some kind of glitch or something in the game.
Or, just expert drivers know exactly how to handle the trucks.
Yeah.
Be able to Spider-Man all the way across the map. That's not good. Just missed be able to make that turn, so I have to back up a little bit. And there's a rather large cliff.
Commence the 80-point turn.
Well, you're not wrong. Can't I just cut this bumper off and be done with it? It's caused me nothing but issues.
All right. I'm going to take these logs to the far lumber mill.
A little bit of created Spider-Man. Now, should we tell Sony that their Spider-Man game wasn't exclusive to PlayStation? Oh, no. Slow.
All right. So there's 4 points of logs delivered. Can I just...
Yeah, I'm still limping along. Not that you can blame me there, right? Especially after losing the trailer.
Yeah, no. Just take your time.
I mean, yeah, we have as many parts for this episode as we want, right?
Yep.
And welcome back to part 78 on climbing the hill. And it's just the camera is in the perfect spot where I can't really see all that well. And I have no idea how far along I am. I'm trying to make it slow. To be fair, a lot of this road is, you know, you take it too fast and it will bounce you off. So should we start making up theories on what hurt this person?
I already presented my theory.
I'm going to go with the W.C. Fields theory. They're not without prejudice. They just hate everybody equally. That's a new one. I had a tree that kind of speared in between the truck and the short log trailer. And it was a very strong tree, so it was able to, you know, kind of hook in and knock the truck off the road. Or start to, I should say. Have you been listening to Intelligence Squared, by the way? I know I linked it to you at one point.
No, I haven't. Why?
They had an interesting episode, well, several weeks back at least, but talking about social media, is it good or bad for democracy? Essentially the fake news, you know?
Yeah.
Versus being able to break or cripple totalitarian regimes, be able to be a way to gather people that isn't state controlled. It was an interesting debate going back and forth. But I think the side that was arguing against the against the motion that it's that's for the motion that's good for democracy is way over stating the average intelligence of a group of people, just because they were saying, well, fake news shouldn't be able to propagate because people could do research.
Yeah, but people don't do research. That's the biggest problem with that. Because people don't do it. They're lazy, or they don't care, or it's just easier for them not to.
Or confirmation bias. Plus, it's also very disheartening to pop onto social media and see people be actively dishateful. Or disrespectful and hateful, I should say. Probably a good example of that was, I saw a article pop up from the AP talking about the refugee quotas. Have you seen that?
No.
Well, they're going from 45,000 to 30,000 next year.
Oh.
And there was a lot
They
of...
were already too low. At least in my opinion. We need more refugees. We need to be willing to take those people on.
Well, there was people saying, well, it's still 30,000 too high. Wow, that is a completely useless camera. But yeah, it's just disheartening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to lose faith, a little bit of faith in humanity, go look at the AP tweet talking about the refugee quotas, or refugee limits, or whatever they're calling it. I mean, damn. And of course, it's always the people arguing against having the having refugees at all are always talking about libtards and the left and Democrats and it's always the Dems.
Well, yeah, because that's the other to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really think political parties was a very bad idea. I mean, I understand why they exist, but it's very much turned into teams where it is us versus them. My truck is trying to slip off the road here. But yeah. The fact that they could dehumanize people that are suffering like that makes me really concerned about the future of this country.
Yeah. Although I've been feeling more optimistic just because of a couple of podcasts and things I've been listening to talking about, I don't know, this is kind of an existential thing, but like how little in the grand scheme of things even all this really matters. And it's like really bad right now, but humanity has had countries and dictatorships and leaders as bad as this before, and statistically we've always came out the other side. So like it sucks right now, but in the grand scheme of things it really doesn't matter that much, and I find that comforting.
Well, getting back to Intelligence Squared, they had another one talking about how the checks and balances would keep Trump in check.
Yeah, that hasn't really worked out. Honestly, even from day one, I didn't expect it to. I figured we'd get a few situations where it would, but overall,
Not
I
once.
never expected that to do much.
Yeah, but it hasn't happened once, has it?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say without going back and doing a bunch of research on pretty much everything. And just seeing. If it has, it's not done it very often. I know that the confirmation hearing for Kavanaugh's been put on hold.
Yeah.
So, small victories, I guess.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm just expecting them to hold off till the next catastrophe to just silently let them in.
Yeah, same. Or until after the midterms. What I gather from all of this is they're trying to do a little bit of damage control going in. Because, I mean, polls don't mean everything, but there are not very many polls that show Republicans favorably in the upcoming midterm elections.
What's kind of funny is on Trump's Twitter, because I don't follow it, but I go look at it almost daily now just because that's what fuels everything now. Which is depressing as hell. There's always the red cappers, which I realize, I just talked about us versus them, but you know what I mean. Whoa! That little bit of a physics glitch there as I popped over a tree. That was a little scary.
Yeah, I had a similar thing happen to me.
But having them do all their Twitter polls, and every time, it's about 90% against Trump, is just hilarious to me. But it makes me wonder, just the dissonance to think that they're still on the winning side,
Yeah. I'd say they do think that they're on the right side, the winning side. I think most people who were gonna abandon ship have abandoned ship. And we're sort of in the Like, I'm sure, you know, there will probably be a few more people who abandon, but, you know, at this point, it's like, well, if this thing or these things haven't gotten you to change your mind, not much is going to.
I'm going to be running extremely low on fuel. This is actually a little scary.
Can you make it to your own fuel truck?
I'm not sure. Because I'm having to do some very creative driving to begin with. And that's not even counting the... be able to save fuel by just winching.
Yeah.
I have a lot of times I have to stop and rock back and forth to try to correct because I start slipping off the road.
Yeah. Well, I swapped over to the super damaged truck. Was seeing how far I could limp it before it ran out of fuel and repairs. But I think I'm gonna come get it and bring it the rest of the way over.
What's irritating is the split road. I'm not sure if I can make the easier route because there's a tree there that keeps poking my truck.
I made it with my trailer.
No. I can't make the turn onto it.
Oh.
I'm having to kind of go on the hard route and then back up to get a little bit of a better angle on it. But right now, I may have to call it a night here because, damn, it's starting to get a little treacherous.
Yeah.
Oh. One thing that's a bit annoying is sometimes the truck doesn't want to take the winch point that I want it to. Come on. Glad I don't have air simulations on this like Euro Truck. Okay. Let's see if we can make this turn again. Because there's just this log right here that kind of pushes on the truck.
And that's it. Out of fuel. So, where'd I get? Not very far.
I'm at 55 liters left. There's a log across the road here for me. That's going to make things interesting. Oh, where can I winch to? Oh, just went into the red on fuel. Yeah, there is trees across the road here that I don't recall before.
Oh, did I just flip that over? I did.
Well, that's irritating.
I mean, it's my A class. It's fine. I was gonna like try and take this shortcut, but I rolled it over.
Huh. Well. Okay, so the tough road I can't really make because it's tipping my truck too far, and the easier washed out road has trees across it that it's blocking it completely for me.
Oh, for some reason I can't recover this to the garage. It's not letting me. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the logs back, but they're not budging. And I hear a train.
Choo-choo.
Oh. Did I get... Okay. I was able to tug on the logs enough where I think I was able to winch over them. Oh.
I'm just gonna start bringing my C-class back. Although we're at pretty close to an hour.
Yeah.
So whenever you feel like you're at a good stopping spot.
I'm not at a good stopping spot right now.
Okay. Then you just keep on trucking. I'm returning with my C-class for load number 2 of medium logs, but it's gonna be a while.
Stay on target. Yeah, the road trip has turned into a hell of an obstacle course, hasn't it?
It's turned into quite the road trip.
Eh?
I'm now hit 20 kilometers, though, in this C-class.
I'm at 10 kilometers on this one. It'll be interesting at the end of this, assuming we get to the end of it. Just who drove the furthest? Okay, back on the road.
Driving too fast, taking so much little damage from all those rocks and shit.
Ah, what is with all the logs across this? On the plus side, not going to have to worry about nighttime because by the time I get anywhere, it's going to be morning. And I was carrying a tree with me, or I should say an additional tree. Hey, I'm at my A class that was flipped.
I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I'm going to try this.
I will say you've definitely done better on road trip than I have. But that's a low bar.
I've had my fair share of mishaps, honestly. I have done this a couple of times in single-player games to make things go quicker. I'm going to try and make a little sort of road train. I'm bringing my additional, or my repair truck with some additional refueling. And I'm going to hook it up to my log truck, and I'm going to try and drive them both at the same time down the road.
A land train. Oh. Please tell me that there's a place I could winch up there. One of the spots where the road has like a bad camber on it.
Yeah.
Nearly flipped me.
Go.
Headlights, it's not a good idea to bury yourselves in the mud right now.
So I'm bringing this repair truck over. I'm thinking I'm going to repair the two extremely smashed, broken down trucks. Because I was driving that other one, and it was doing better than I expected it to. In the mud and everything.
Oh, the default C-Class?
Yeah. Because you've only got 3 points. I've got 4, so I'm going to have to bring the long, medium truck back. But if both of us bring that C-Class back, then we've got it. And we don't have to make any additional trips all the way over. Alright, I need to be close. Alright, let's give this a shot. If this goes horribly, I'm not too far along, so I won't lose much time having to recover to the garage. But if it works, it'll save me most of an additional trip. There's going to be some points where I know I'm going to have to split the trucks up and drive them each separately.
And then Kyle said, let there be fuel. And there was. And there was 7 liters.
Plus a bit more.
I just fueled up. I had sub 20 liters left.
Hey, me too. When you got me there, I had, what, 17 or 18, something like that?
Yeah, I have 684 left in the tank. But on the plus side, I'm at a place now where I could stop.
Sweet. I too am at a place where I can stop. So let me just hit.
Oh, that was nerve-wracking.
Indeed. Indeed. And if you want to come, if you're on Rage's channel instead of mine, and you want to come see the nerve-wracking things I had to deal with and am currently dealing with, you can do so by searching for Gaming Psychologist on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at JMA4707. And the two of us have a podcast where we talk mostly about video games for between 2.5 and 3 hours each week. You can head on over to vglpodcast.podbean.com or search for Video Game Logic Podcast in your podcasting app of choice. What about you, buddy?
Oh, well, if you're not watching the heart attack that's going on my channel, you could join me over at Gaming with Caffeine Rage, where in theory have several series going, even though one is in trouble and one is due to restart. But I'll talk about that on the podcast, well, next week. I've been streaming over on Twitch, caffeine_rage. Currently, I've been playing Hollow Knight. And doing rather poorly at it, but it's been somewhat entertaining, right?
Yeah, it has. I enjoyed watching you play for the little bit that I did while you were on stream.
And don't have a set schedule for that. That's going to be something I'm going to have to get a feel for, to be perfectly honest. But you can also follow me over on Twitter to see when I am going to stream. And that is Gaming with CR. I connected them.
There you go.
Almost professional. Almost. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye now.
Oh, I'm on the paved road.
Woo!
Oh no, now the trouble really starts.
Smooth sailing. Wobbly sailing, but smooth the rest of the way.